Good evening, everyone. Welcome to my YouTube vlog and secondary channel, in which my sentimental thoughts come from the heart and soul, and my mental oddball shenanigans come from the mind and brain. This is EML77 TV, episode 749. How's it going? July the 18th, 2020, 10:54 p.m. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I hope you guys had a wonderful day. It's already nighttime, believe it or not, 10:55 p.m. As you know, the last couple of episodes, I've been doing a lot of wrestling talk. I'm going back to my Christian music roots once again. A lot of people would ask me after being, how did you become born again, and did that change your taste in music? I became born again, I believe June of 1985. I think June 8th. Of 1985. I was only 8 years old. I was only 8 years old at the time. I was very young, and I was taught in children's church, and I accepted the Lord in my heart. And at that point, I've been going to church since then. I've been going to the same church for 35 years, basically. And a little background testimony: my father started attending Bible studies at people's houses, and there was one house of Joe Raposa, the late Joe Raposa, and Manny Correa, and we've been going over their houses for Bible studies. I was only 7 at the time, and I was very young, so I did a lot of sleeping. And I usually bring stuff. I don't know if I bring stuff to keep myself occupied. Because I probably was too young to understand a lot of things. So at that point, I went with my father anyways. And there were a couple of times where they'll be praying, I'll be falling asleep. I fell asleep at a very young age, and so make a long story short, my dad and I started attending the church that he was going to, of the folks that was attending with him, that he was attending the Bible studies of, and we've been there basically from the very beginning for 35 years. 36 years. The church has been around since '84, so yeah, we've been around for that long. I was born again a year later once I understood what was going on and understood about the Bible, understood what God is all about. So then, a couple of years after my father and I became born again, my father met someone at the Brookline Park tent revival, which would be my stepmother, Cheryl. I call her Mom in honor of her. And when she married my dad, I have made a decision to call her Mom. So, anyway, she introduced me to a lot of contemporary Christian artists, and I was interested in listening to them, and I listened to some of their music, and I thought they were pretty awesome. She introduced me to 3 specific artists. One of them was Carmen. The other one was Michael W. Smith. But the first one she introduced me to was Amy Grant. And Amy Grant's got some good songs out there. So after a while, I started, getting some of her albums, and I thought it'd be an excellent idea to introduce to you guys my personal top 10 favorite Amy Grant songs, and here they are. As you know, the songs to the right here are honorable mentions. Let's start with them. You're Not Alone was from the Heart in Motion album. It was a really cool song. It was a tweener between, as an 80s, 90s vibe. Heart in Motion came out in 91. So that was one of the songs that I liked. My Father's Eyes was from one of her first albums, and we had our church had a signing team back in the 90s. And my ex-crush Paulette was one of those signers, and she signed this song. My Father's Eyes is one of the reasons why I liked it. Thy Word is another from her early albums as well. And I think it's from the collection, I believe. And All Right's from the Lead Me On album. Pretty catchy song. Okay, let's go to the list of my top 10 favorite Amy Grant songs. At number 10, Galileo. This is the from 10 to 6 was from her first secular album called Heart in Motion, as you know. Like, You're Not Alone is on that list as well, on the honorable mentions. But Galileo, I like that. I like the song. The song, Galileo, if you know who Galileo is, you probably will understand the song a whole lot better. So, and that's what I did. I knew who Galileo was. So, number 9, her first secular song that hit the radio waves, which I was kind of shocked when I recognized her voice. "Baby Baby" was one of the songs that I think she dedicated that to her then husband at the time, Gary Chapman, I believe. And that was number 9. A really catchy song. Number 8, "Every Heartbeat" was another song that I liked. Number 7, "That's What Love Is For." That was I thought that was a cool romantic ballad at the time. I gotta get in here. I gotta fix this up. Still have yet my bed sheets are still yet to be clean, as they're getting clean right now. Number 6, "Good for Me" was one of the songs, really with a catchy beat. The 5 songs you see here were from Christian albums. One of them, though, comes from a Christmas album. I'll get to that. 4 to 5 top songs were from the Unguarded album. Number 5, "The Prodigal." "The Prodigal" is an awesome song. You've heard the story of the prodigal son, and it was a very touching song. And I figured that song is one of my favorites. Number 4, "Wise Up." Self-explanatory. You better wise up. I like that song. Number 3, "Love of Another Kind." And now, back in the day in my church, when we were known as Church of the New Testament before we changed the name of the church back in 2003, from 1984 to basically 2002, we were known as Church of the New Testament. And we had members of our music ministry back in the day. This is before I even joined. I was little, and they had a lot of young crew sing Amy Grant's song. I believe Elaine Wombold was one of the members of the music ministry back in the day that sang this song. So it's one of my favorites. Number 2 is from the Christmas album, the first Christmas album for Amy Grant coming out. "Love Has Come." Love that song. It was a really cool song. And the number 1 personal top 10 favorite Amy Grant songs. I gotta use my inside voice because everybody's sleeping inside the house. "Find a Way." Find a way. Love will find a way. And I love that song, and it was really a catchy song. So once again, these are my personal top 10 favorite Amy Grant songs with honorable mentions to my right. So that is what we have here today. Yep. So many of you guys are wondering, and you kind of getting curious, saying, how did you manage? Why did you decide to talk about your Christian roots and everything else? We know what's going on in the world today, and people are frustrated and being very angry about what's been going on, what to believe, what not to believe, and everything else. And I just want to encourage all of you to don't fear. Just be smart, use wisdom, and that's all. All that matters. All that matters right now. I know a lot of people. There's a lot of people. The majority of the people in this country are not a fan of Donald Trump as president. I'm not a big fan of Donald Trump as president, but there's a reason why he's there. There's a reason why, there is a reason why he's there. A lot of us may not understand it, but God always has his reasons. And so I'm just letting it out there. I'm not worried about politics, but I just let go and let God deal with everything, And that's what we need to do half the time, and I'm dealing with internet trolls who just refuse to listen, and you want to reason with them. You want to say, hey, what you're doing is not being respectful, and You have to knock this off. And I try telling people that, internet trolls that, and if they don't want to listen to me, hey, you know what? They'll be in trouble for it, not me. I try to do my best and everything else. So that's the way it is. I'm trying to stretch it a while so I can hit up double digits here in timing wise. So that was my personal top 10 favorite Amy Grant songs. I'll check that off. And I already did this, Extreme Rules. And here's the fun part. The next thing I want to do as a Red Sox fan is my personal top 10 favorite Red Sox position players / hitters of all time. So I got a lot of honorable mentions there. I could have added another list. And also my personal top 10 favorite Red Sox pitchers of all time as well. So this is going to be very interesting to say the least. So that's what I plan on doing next. Forget these thumbs. I'm thinking of playing a little Super Smash Brothers Ultimate because I want to show off my fighter to you guys, and I thought it'd be really, really cool to do so. So God bless you guys, anyways, for that. And it has been a little bit on the crazy side as of late. So I'm trying to stay up until my laundry is done, and I personally, that's what I need to do because I want to make sure that all my laundry gets done because I've been a little bit behind because of everything has gone totally wacky this weekend. So praise the Lord about that He's able to help us sustain us through and just get us through, and praise God. So that's what I need. I will tell you guys. I know. So I will see you guys on the next episode 750. Don't know what I'll talk about then. And tomorrow is Extreme Rules. Also starts a new work week for me, and so I know I go back on Monday. We'll see what happens. Everything else in between, what happens, So in the meantime, between time, please be blessed and get some sleep. Good night, and I'll see you in the next episode 750. All right, peace.